Yep, here we go. Little Z is getting a brake line upgrade from Moto. I ordered this from Zeus Armor. Awesome. Got here in zero time. Alright, man, let's do it. Let's get this bad boy going. I'm ready to stop as fast as this damn thing goes. Maybe I'll catch up to Grom brakes. Or not. So I was going to cinch out and just manually bleed my brakes, you know. Not bleed them, empty them, just by using brake pressure and just dump it out. You know, no big shit. I didn't want to buy one of those bleeders. 40 bucks, whatever. I'll do this a total of one time. I take that back. I'm getting a dual brake kit here in a little bit. But anyway, aside from that, so I cheese-balled out. I got this little fucking thing at Walmart. This may not even make the video because it may not fucking work. It may. Who knows? Ah, shit, I don't know. We'll see. So I'll use this little siphon pump, see if it works out. I'll dump it in a cup or whatever. Who cares? Beer bottle, whiskey fucking rig. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I'll try this out. It was $3.47, I think. So $3.50 versus 40 bucks. I was in there anyway, so I was just checking it out and found this. If I can, I'll stick it up to the nipple and I'll just pump and suck all the fucking oil, brake fluid out. Have a nice day. Just be careful with brake fluid. It's extremely corrosive. So whatever you do, baby that shit like a champion, man. Keep it off your paint, keep it off everything, it's angry. Alright, so here's the cheese dick stuff I'm doing. So I'm using this little bubble here. See how it works. I'm dumping it into a little coffee cup. I was going to try to be clever and put it in my empty beer bottle, but knowing me, I try to drink that shit, and it's probably not good for you. Yeah, probably not. So anyway, we'll see how this goes. I'm not guaranteeing this will work. I'm just trying it. If not, I'll do the old pump, squeeze, dump. Pump, squeeze, dump, whatever. I'm good with that too, whatever. So I have taken off the top of my reservoir. I've, made it to where air can get in, so I lifted up the bladder so air can get in now. And basically what I'll be doing, I'll be sucking the air down through the tubes and seeing if I can get it out. Alright, wish me luck. So I've been squeezing that little bulb like my wife's vagina is fixing to fall off, you know what I'm talking about? So there's not too much in the little coffee cup, and I'm thinking, Jesus, shit, this isn't working well at all. This is really sucking. And then I said, well, I'll tell you what, I need a beer. Let me go see how much is still in the reservoir. And this bad boy's pretty damn empty. There's your hole. There's the corner, it doesn't matter. But, so, he's empty. My line should be pretty damn empty. That little bulb worked. $3.50. Let's call it 50 cents. And a little bit of squeezies. It worked. It wasn't the best, but it worked. I didn't have to pump, push, nothing. It just freaking worked. There you go. That's a tip from my Uncle Tom. I've never done that before, but it worked. And then from that comes the celebration beer. Oh, joy. Cheers, TomAndToys. Thanks. Alright, so the proof's going to be in the pudding. What I'll do is I'll take this 12mm and I'll unscrew this bad boy and see how bad it leaks out of here. And we'll actually see if this little bulb worked. Alright, we'll give it a shot. Alright, I took the brake line off. There was minimal brake fluid that came out. So I took the brake line, I wrapped the towel around it, and I put a tie wrap around it. So since I haven't done this in maybe 16 years, I went ahead and watched a couple videos on brake line changing and such. Get a couple tips, and it never hurts to brush up. I mean, shit, I haven't done this stuff in 16 years. So anyway, one of the things I saw a guy do was take a paper towel and he put rubber bands around each end. So when he took off the top portion, he, took it off, put a paper towel around it, put a rubber band around it. So when he brought it through, he didn't drip his shit all over his bike and mess it up. That was a superb idea. I don't have rubber bands. I do have some extra wire ties. Or what the fuck are those ties? Cable ties. Anyway, I had some extra ones of those. So I'll use those, and it's working good. You know, I didn't lose much brake fluid. That stupid bulb, $3.50, worked great. I don't have a complaint. I'm really happy with it. What else do I want to say? Yep, carrying on. We'll go ahead and mosey up and take this bad boy out. So always cover your stuff up. Another little tip from Uncle Tom. So I'm at the reservoir right now. I'm at the front of the bike. What I'm doing is 12 millimeter. I put a little towel behind it just to cover the brake fluid from dripping down, getting all over the place. You definitely want to do that. Cover your stuff up. You don't want this crap getting anywhere. It's awful, awful, awful stuff. Alright, so there's two grommets. There's one grommet here, which is held by this bad boy. And then there's one behind the lower part of the triple tree. It's back here, just trust me. So a technique that I just used to get it out, I tried pushing it, but I bent it. So I just tried pushing it that way, just really aggressively. You know, that was not a good idea. So what I did is I reached underneath with this hand, and see I get to it right here, and I took it and I did the top with my left hand. Obviously I can't do it because I'm holding the camera. So what I did is I went in there and I basically just spun the grommet out. So if you grab the bottom of it and grab the top of it and spin it out in this direction, so I guess that's if you're looking from above, it's a counterclockwise direction. Spin that bad boy out and you're able to get it out. Otherwise you'll just push and bend. So that'll get it out. I'll pull him down from the top and we are golden. Alright, so this is really cool. So Moto, labels are shit. They said right caliper. Alright, cool. Correct, it is on the right side. And if you flip it over, boom, there's the arrow. So guess what? That's the bottom. The other side's the top. They have a fucking arrow on there. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Moto. So Moto also supplied new bolts, new washers, all that shit. So there's a couple things about these. That these are nicely made. Look, they're nicely shaved out here in the bottom. These are different sizes than the factory. These look like they're about 14s. The originals, they were 12s. But what you don't see that often is the orifice size. Look how thin that orifice is. So you imagine how much liquid goes through that versus this big fat bastard. Shit, that's a lot. So you look at the accompanying holes on the side. There's two holes. Shit. One. Whoa. One and one hole. That's it. One hole. So this dude, not only is he a fatter hole, a fatter orifice there, you get two holes squirting the fucking juice of stoppage all over the joint. How cool is that? So it's not just the brake line that's an advantage. It's the fluid delivery, in my opinion. And the fucking cool shaved nuts. Wait a minute. Did I just say that? Alright, so a little tip from your Uncle Tom. The fluid, this big ass bottle is not necessary. Get the small one. I got the big one because I didn't want to be out. But once you use it, once you open it, it's going to start collecting the moisture from the air. So basically it's useless. So I bought a fucking dumb $8 bottle for nothing. So anyway, little tip from your Uncle Tom. Buy the small one. This little reservoir is pissant. And then I'm sure the back one is like negative pissant. So did I mention my fucking garage is like Africa hot? It is. Alright, so I'm running the new one down. Oh, where is it? There it is. And it's coming along swimmingly. I've already tightened the top banjo bolt. Everything's going well. I can't believe the diameter of the interior diameter of the new bolt versus the old one. That's fucking splendid. And then the extra fucking hole. That's probably another reason that these are so damn good. Not only the lack of flexibility in the line, but the extra fluid movement. That's got to be good. I'm no fluid dynamics engineer, but I gotta imagine that's fucking better. Bigger is better, you know? Even though that is not bigger. But, you know, more fucking fluid to it. Grip it, grab it, go. We'll see. Alright, I'm quitting for tonight. I do have the front on. The front feels pretty fucking flawless. Man, look at that. So one finger, and then I can't pull anymore. That's it. You're not pulling it all the way to the end anymore. That's all I got. It feels tight like a tiger. So I'll check it tomorrow. I'll make sure the fluid levels are okay. I do have it on a bike stand right now, so it's kind of a shitty impossibility to measure. But I want to go ahead and do the back brake tomorrow. I'll do one brake at a time. Anyway, y'all have a good night, and you won't even know this took an extra day because it'll just zippity zow and bam, we're at tomorrow. So there you go, Sarge. Have a good night. Alright, in case you jokers didn't know, I went to sleep and I got up and now I'm doing this again today. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, then you didn't know that I got my driven racing rear sprocket nuts and a couple rear sprockets. I'll probably go 32 in the back. I'll probably go down one in the front and 2 up in the back, just so you know. So I'll be at 1332. The front brakes feel marvelous. I'll give a ride test later. I'll do the back brakes now, and that's what we're getting on with. So I think the first step I'm going to take care of is rip off that side panel, because that joker needs to come off. Alright, so let's get to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get this going right. Sorry, my mistake. My mistake. If you didn't notice, I'm not spilling as much. I bent this out more, so it has a bend line on it. I bent it out more, and it works better in that location. So maybe some assembly required when you get these, and not just accept it the way it is. But just a little bit more of a bend worked great for me. Cheese and rice, man. So yeah, I'm pulling the exhaust back off. So one of the brake line, I'm just investigating prior to removal. One of the brake lines goes behind the little girl cowling on the back, a little mud flap. And if you look, he's tucked away in there. Oh, where is it? Oh, focus, come on. Oh, there you go. Look at that. So, and then the outlet is over there to the right, if you can see it. So it's in this little guy, and to get to it, I figured I'd just remove the little cowling in the back. But there's little fucking Allen heads that you can't get to unless you move the exhaust. So there's a couple of them, and I'm getting on those. But we'll work on that now. See what happens. Alright, I got the little cowling up. I was able to prop it, so I do have the exhaust kind of halfway taken down. I took out this this jobber. I undid the mount for that, for the one in the back over there, on the Yoshimura pipe. That's the ones. And then on the header, I just loosened that. So to get this guy off, he is a couple of Allen head screws, 1, 2, and then up in here, there's one right there where that hole is. There's one of these newfangled little push pin jobbers. So you just push the center of it and pull him out. Now I can lift this guy up. I have access. Here's everything I need to get in touch with, I hope. And I should be able to come up. So here's the hose. It goes down. Where is he? Right back there. That's it. That's what I need to get off. So I'll drain the system, do all that shit here in a minute. But I just wanted access to it, and I want to be able to pull him off. Alright, so I'll be removing the cap to the rear reservoir. That guy's right under the tank here. Of course, you know I already removed my right side cover, because I so clearly said it before, didn't I? I believe I thought I did. Oh, fuck me, Alex. Come on, bitch. Alright, so I'll probably be taking off that bolt so I can access this piece of shit. And then, there you go, Sarge. I got the rest of this shit hooked up. There, Sarge. And I'll start bleeding away and getting rid of all the juices. Alright, so where am I now? I am at the point where I successfully removed the old tube. Now I'm putting the new one on. Here he goes. Again, they nicely label this rear caliper, and they put an arrow, so it goes that way. That's the rear caliper, so I know which way it goes. Thanks a fucking pant load. That is awesome. That's so simple I could even do it. One thing I will say, if you do have a Yosh pipe, and you have this motherfucking mount bracket, You gotta have ninja fingers and jab it in there and fucking do some neat goddamn tricks to figure out how to get the damn hose out. There is a mount right back there. Oh, look at that, you can even see it. Right back there, or not a mount, but there's a clip that holds the fucking thing on. So you gotta fucking run through and play cat and mouse where you can rip the fucking hose out. It's in a bad spot for removing the hose, but you can do it. I mean, you do have to have fucking ninja fingers. Waka! Waka! But you can do it. What else was I going to say? Oh, additionally, when I was having trouble before removing the cap on this, just loosen this bolt and you can get it out. It's fine. That's about it for now. I'm going to go jab this bad boy in and have one stout back brake. Bada bing, bada boom. That was way easier than getting that shit off. So the new Moto fits like a champ. Bing, it goes on. The wonderful copper washers. Big fat bolts with the double pumpers. And then the cable. So that, I think, is probably a big eye-opener for me. I started looking at it some more. While looking at it, the hole for this is a little bit larger. That's the stock one, by the way. And then the bolts for the Moto, they're a wee bit smaller. But I tell you what, I think overall it's larger. And just the diameter of it, I think that's a big improvement. So that is one of the things I learned and I think is really valuable. It's not just the wonderful braided line. That is a great plus, but I think it's also these bolts that are a big advantage to these things. Alright, so I'll keep rocking along. I'll fill that bad boy back up, pump and dump, and get shit going. Alright, bye. So I'm stopping. Actually, I just showed you these lines. I just talked a second. I'm going to put the cap back on this dude, on the reservoir, and I'm going to button it up. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to call. I've already got a call that my shock is in. They're ready to do the warranty work. Since I got this guy apart, I'd rather do the work myself. I'm going to ask if I can just unbolt this and bring the shock up there and see what they say. So that's it. Stainless steel brake lines are in. The front, I'm telling you now, it feels great, but I'll do a test drive of both of these and give an opinion after that. So right now you just get the installation video, and then I'll come back and I'll do a ride-along video. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. Subscribe, like the video, please, if you would. If you have any questions, please let me know. These Moto lines right now, as far as the install goes, are fucking great. I really like them. Great job, guys. They look beautiful. I mean, man, look at that shit. And then the functionality of just yanking on it right now, I'll tell you, just pulling this lever, that just tickles me, man. That feels great. Look at that. Go, stop, stop, and then that's it. No spongy feeling yet, no nothing. I'll let you know once I'm driving. But yeah, I'll give you a ride review as quick as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yay, you finished a video. Thanks. I really appreciate all who watch and of course the ones who subscribed. I'll try to keep the parts list updated in the description of all videos if you're curious. Feel free to leave a comment or suggestion for improvement in the comment section below. You know that I would really love for you to hit that old thumbs up button. You can slap the thumbs down if you didn't like it also. My tears will dry eventually. Also, if you enjoy the content in my videos, please subscribe. Now I have to go figure out what toys to play with next. Hey babe, can you get me a beer please?